My name is Paul Willard. This is Willard Farm in Still River. It's been here as a farm since a way long time ago. And I've been here on the farm all my life except for a brief away for college. Anyway, I'm farming, vegetable farming. I'm a dog catcher in Harvard, and I'm on the local conservation commission. 73 years old, and probably won't get any younger, but the farm has been here, if not exactly on this location, at least in Still River since 1600s, late 1600s. And there's been a Willard on this land all that time. Again, perhaps not this exact street address, but in the village of Still River. And I'm generation whatever, descendant of Henry Willard, son of Simon Willard, who was the famous builder of Concord and other such places. Well, early time on the farm, the farm was a 12-cow subsistence farm, typical of New England maybe 100 years ago rather than in the 50s when I would first remember. We were one of the last small-time dairy farms. Still, almost in the 19th century, handling hay loose, ancient tractors. My grandfather farmed with horses. He didn't see a tractor until he was over 60 years old. It was just one of those things. And I remember the last of the horses in terms of all the tack was still around, and a lot of the equipment still would have been capable of being horse-drawn. That was in the 50s, which seems a long time ago, but it was ancient in terms of agricultural advances, which really didn't happen on this farm. The farm, as such, had been abandoned. My dad, the cows went early. My dad grew a few vegetables, and in the fall, in one particular fall, he had a bumper crop of chestnuts, Chinese chestnuts. So he put the chestnuts out on our table with a sign, so much. And I think he might have had some bittersweet and maybe some dried goldenrod along with it. Anyway, he had a little display on the table, and goodness gracious, everything sold. And he had more money in his pocket for doing virtually nothing. And so he did the same thing next year, and he continued on in this. When he got sick in 1980, my brother and I both came back to the farm and gradually expanded what was tabletop decorations into the vegetable farm. It took a long while. It's still a dirt floor, seasonal farm. Most of the farms have become more sophisticated with coffee and whatnot. But I have a very low overhead operation. You turn the lights off and unplug the refrigerator and you're done for the season. It's a rustic farm stand. We only sell what we grow here, and it's seasonal. When something is out, it's out. We don't buy in to keep a customer stream. They get what we have on any given day. There's 17 acres here, of which 4 are in crops. The rest of the farm production is on rented land. The Willard Farm land was bigger, not that many years ago, but as is typical of many farms, you have to sell land in order to pay taxes on land. And so everything gets smaller. We try to keep the best land, and here we're keeping the land that's right around the house. Mm-hmm. But in order to be a successful farm, I have to have more land, just because not all the land here is suitable for growing.